Welcome to the Interstellar Alliance Fleet News for March 31st, 2013. I'm your anchor and newly appointed head of the Fleet News, Admiral Bola. Okay, so first of all, I would like to express my gratitude to the Interstellar Alliance fleet staff for allowing me membership in their fleet. Initially, I was the leader of my own fleet. However, the fleet fell into a state of political collapse, unfortunately. So I handed off that fleet to the next higher-up officers, and they took it over for me. And Mr. Park, Admiral John Park, he invited me over to the Interstellar Alliance. Initially, I was offered the position of head of the Fleet's Academy Department. However, as soon as they discovered my talents, I guess you could say, in snooping out rumors for game updates, I was quickly offered and hired for the new position of Fleet News Department. So I'd like to thank them for that too. And here we are on my first Interstellar Alliance Fleet News broadcast. So listen in and enjoy. Our fleet's current status is we are at Starbase Tier 3 with Communications Array Tier 3 counting down approximately T-minus 2 days as of today's date. Everything else is also Tier 3 in the Starbase system. After the Communications Array finishes, Fleet staff says the Transport Conduit upgrade behind that should unlock Starbase Tier 4. We currently have elite fleet ground weapons and armor, and the Communications Array Tier 3 upgrade will give us elite fleet ground shields. Our embassy is at full Tier 2, giving us access to Mark 11 Romulan variant ground kits and ultra-rare Mark 11 threat scaling science consoles. The embassy current upgrade project is an interfleet shuttle which will allow us instant passage from the fleet's embassy on New Romulus to the fleet starbase in the Eta Eridani sector block. On to matters of fleet politics. A recent meeting held a couple days ago addressed the concern of, for lack of a better term, project hogging. No names will be mentioned. However, certain people were adding in most or all of the resources required to finish a fleet project before anyone else could, essentially leaving the rest of the fleet only to grind for fleet marks. And it seems that their purpose behind this was to stay on top of the leaderboards and to gain fleet credits. So I guess the fleet staff simply wishes to remind people that this is not a matter of a race or a competition or showing off. That's not what we want out of our fleet. We would like to remind people in our fleet that this is a community effort. We are working together for a common greater goal, and that's what it should be really about. We're not trying to show off. We're not trying to prove a point to each other. We need to work together to get towards a Tier 5 starbase, Tier 3 embassy, and everything else maxed out. But we need to work together to do that and not try to outdo each other. That's not what this is about. So for the time being, from what I had heard, the control matter, the control for that for now will be that every time there is a free slot for a project, Admiral Park will be putting in a project at exactly 2 p.m. Eastern Time, whenever there is an empty slot. That project must finish before another one can go in. And even if that slot is freed up after one finishes, no more projects will go in that slot until the following 2 p.m. Eastern Time. And this will hopefully keep people from logging in whenever they feel like it and seeing whatever projects are available to fill up and just filling them up and then leaving. On to matters of rumor control for game updates. The latest hubbub is the Legacy of Romulus expansion. The release date rumored but pretty much verified to be May 21st, 2013. There is a rumor that there will be a possible switch over to the Neverwinter engine, which is in use by, of course, the MMORPG Neverwinter Nights, I guess it's called. I haven't played it, so I don't know the exact title. So I guess this will enhance graphics while also making the graphics more efficient, and also improve some functionality in gameplay. Romulans are rumored to be already playable on the Tribble Test server. That is not the holodeck server, which is the main server that everyone plays on, but the Tribble Test server. Theory has it that you must start a new character on the Tribble Test server and then level that character to level 25 to unlock Romulan play. So far as our fleet has experimented with, we have found that porting over a low-level character to Tribble and then leveling them to level 25 will not unlock Romulan play. Romulans in the Legacy of Romulus expansion will be called the Romulan Republic. This suggests that they could be possible separatists from the former Romulan Empire. Romulan ships, both player and NPC, will be equipped with a quantum singularity core, which brings a new level of gameplay to space battles. Small artificial singularities can occur upon detonation of a Romulan ship's core. Essentially, an artificial singularity, that's basically like a really small black hole. So that basically causes massive kinetic damage and power drain to any nearby ships caught within its AoE effect, AoE being area of effect. Races so far confirmed on the Romulan Republic faction are Romulan and Reman. 3 classes of ships are confirmed: the Bird of Prey, the Mogai, and the Warbird, which could possibly correlate with the Klingon Defense Force's Raider, Raptor, and Battlecruiser, respectively. All factions will now be playable from level 1. So far as I can tell, however, pre-existing Klingon Defense Force characters will maintain their current level. This isn't confirmed, but it kind of makes sense. I can't see Cryptic taking all the pre-existing Klingon Defense Force characters, even if they're max level, and throwing them all back to level 1. That just doesn't make sense to me. So I'm pretty sure if you've already got a Klingon Defense Force character at a certain level, max or not, you're safe. They're staying that level. It's just the new Klingon Defense Force characters and the Romulan characters and the Federation characters, who are just the new ones, will be playable from level 1, which means no more will players have to unlock other factional plays. Empress Sela will be returning in Legacy of Romulus, and so will be Denise Crosby returning to play her voice. You might remember that Denise Crosby played her role as Tasha Yar, her original Star Trek The Next Generation character, in the Temporal Ambassador mission for the 3rd year anniversary of Star Trek Online. A new reputation system is confirmed, Tholian reputation. I am unsure whether this is for the Tholians or versus the Tholians, or whether it will be Romulan Republic specific or cross-faction. Hold on to your currently acquired high-end anti-Tholian gear, because I have a feeling any anti-Tholian gear may be switched over to be only acquirable through Tholian reputation. A possible new but so far unknown hostile NPC faction has been hinted at, located in the Beta Quadrant. It is not yet confirmed if this faction will be specific to the Romulan Republic, much like the Klingon Defense Force Fakiri, or will involve cross-faction play as well. Players will now be able to customize and rearrange their existing traits. This is what people have been popularly calling a retrait. Players will also be able to unlock additional traits never before seen for themselves and their crew. The user interface will be modified by allowing players to choose colors for their heads-up display. So far, that's all I have for Legacy of Romulus Expansion Rumour Control. Also, a reminder that Legacy of Romulus is not Season 8. This is an expansion. Season 8 will be coming out after the expansion. As for that, that's about it. So I guess this is Admiral Bola, head of Interstellar Alliance Fleet News for March 31st, 2013, signing off. Have a nice day.